Namaste everyone, welcome to Dr. Suparya's tutorial. Today we are going to discuss about Raktapita Prognosis and its Chikitsa. Okay, as we know that in the treatment, the prognosis is very important, right? So let's discuss the prognosis first. And we know that the Raktapita is of Urdha and Adhogata, right? So this Urdhagata Raktapita is said to be Sadhya. We can, we can check how it is. Okay. So here in Urdhagata Raktapita, what will happen in Urdhagata Raktapita? As we know that it is if it is Urdhagata or Adhogata Raktapita, Pitta is the main dosha, right? And there will be a secondary dosha, Anubandha dosha may be there, right? So in Urdhagata Raktapita, the Anubandha dosha is which one? It is Kapha. Right. So in Urdhagata Rakta Pitta, along with the Pitta dosha, Kapha is the Anubandha dosha. Right. So whenever the Kapha and the Pitta are in an association, which will be the right treatment? For Pitta dosha, as we know that the Agriya Aushadam or Agriya treatment is nothing but Virejanam. From the Jora chapter, as we know that in Pitta Kapha condition, you can go for Virejana, right? So it will pacify both the Pitta and Kapha and it is Agriya for Pitta dosha. So Virejana can be done for Urdhagada Rekta Pitta. As it is in Urdhagada Rekta Pitta, in opposite Marga, we are doing the Shodhana. So that is Virejana and Virejana is Agriya for Pitta and it also pacify the Kapha. Right. And coming to the resa, so you have to give aushadha to the patient, right? So which all resas are pacifying the pitta dosha? Those are tikta, kashaya, and madura, right? Madura, tikta, and kashaya resas are pacifying the pitta dosha. And other resas like amla and lavana and kadu that are aggravating the pitta, right? So here tikta and kashaya and madura resas are pacifying the pitta. Let us check. So here which rasa is pacifying the kaba too? That is tikta and kashaya. Okay, tikta and kashaya pacify the kaba dosha too. So here the aushadas are tikta and kashaya in rasa and there are bahu aushadas are there. Okay, so there are bahu aushadas and the virejana is agriya for pitta and also pacify the kaba. So the urdhagada rekta pitta is sadhya. I think it's clear now. And coming to the adhogada rekta pitta in association with pitta, which dosha is anubandha? That is vada. Okay, so in Adhogada Rekta Pitta, along with Pitta, Vada is there. Right. So for Vada and Pitta, it is an Adhogada Rekta Pitta. There is only one way to remove the dosha, right? So that is Vamana. But this Vamana is not Agriya for Pitta, not good for Vada too. Right. So this Vamana is not the best treatment for Vada and Pitta. Okay, and also only Madhura is specifying the both Pitta and Vada. Only Madhura Rasa is good for this Pitta and Vada. So Alpa Aushadas are there. So due to Alpa Aushada and due to this Vamana as the Ubakrama here, this Adhogada Rektapitam. This Adhogada Rektapitam is Yapyam. I think it's clear now. Urdhagada Rektapitam is Sadhyam and Adhogada Rektapitam is Yapyam. So what about the Ubhayagada Rektapitam? It is Asadhyam. I think it's clear now. Okay. Next moving to the treatment principle of Rektapitam. Okay. So here it is stated that Akshina Balamamsasya. Akshina Balamamsasya Rektapittam Yadashnada Tadosha Dushtam Utkrishtam Na Ado Stambhanamarhadi. Na Ado. Initially, you can't do Stambhana. Because why? Because amam is expelling through the body, right? So you can't do stambana if the patient has the strength. If patient has the strength, then you can't do stambana in a Raktapitta rogi. Okay. And after, if you are doing stambana, what will happen? It will produces so many diseases like galagandam, aruji, murcha, etc. So you can't do stambana. Okay. And after doing or after this um, particular initial stage, then you can moving to the next treatment like a Langana or Tarpana. Okay, so mainly the treatment is depending on three factors in Raktapitta. Which are they? Those are Nidhana. Nidhana of Raktapitta. Raktapittam is produced due to Sandharpana or Abhadarpana. Due to Sandharpana, is it a Sandharpana Janya or Abhadarpana Janya? That is the Nidhana. And based on Ayadhana. What is Ayadhana? The Marga. Urdhagada Raktapita or Adhogada Raktapita. Okay. And next about the Anubandha dosha. As we know that the main dosha is Pitta and Anubandha dosha is Kabha and Vada. So based on the three factors, we can do the treatment. Okay, the sloga mentioning this particular um, factors like Nidana, Aidanan, Anubandha dosha is mentioned here. You can either study the sloga or but you have to know the concept thoroughly. Okay, so here you have to remember that in Raktapita treatment, you have to remember three things mainly. First one is Nidhana. The Raktapita is produced due to Sandharpana or Abhadarpana Jenivyadi, and Urdhagada Raktapita or Adhogada Raktapita, and which one is the Anubandha dosha, that is Kabha or Vada. So these are the three main factors that you have to know. Okay, so next moving to the detailed description. Okay, so here the quotation of the particular slogas are given. For example, this is from Ashtanga Hridaya and I will read one. Sandarpanotami Sandarpanote Bhalino Bahudoshasya Sadiyet Urdhabhagam Viregena Vamanena the Adhogadam. So we already discussed about it, right? That is in the prognosis itself we said that in Urdhabhaga Gadarektapita we have to do Virejanam, and in Adhobhaga Gadarektapitam you have to do Vamana and all. Okay, so we can discuss here detailedly. Okay, so the first one is the Urdha Bhagagada Rektapitam. So we already discussed that you have to consider mainly three factors, right? First one is the Nidhanam, and second one is the Aidanam, and here it is Urdha Bhagam, right? It's Urdha Bhagagada Rektapitam. So then the Anubandha dosha will be Kabam, right? There is no doubt. And Nidhana may be Sandarpanottam or Abhadarpanam, right? So first of all, we are considering the Sandarpana Nidhana. So what will happen if the Sandarpana is the Nidhana and Urdha Bhagagadam is the Rekta Pittam and Kabam is the Anubandha dosha? The treatment is, if the patient has the Balavan, the patient is Balavan, there is no doubt the treatment is which Shodhana you have to done. If the patient is Balavan, then you have to which Shodhana, that is nothing but Virejana. So here if the patient is Balavan and it is Sandarpanota Nidhana, then in Urdha Bhagagada Rektapitta with the Anubandha dosha is Kaba, you have to do the Shodhana and that is Virejana. And you know that after Shodhana Krama, you have to give Samsarjana Kriya, right? You have to do Samsarjana Kriya or you have to give Peyadi. Right. So here the dosha is Kabha and Anubandha dosha is Kabha. It associated with Pitta. So it's Pitta Kabha association we already discussed in Jara. Right. Peya is contraindicated We already discussed, right? Madhyodbhave, Madhyanitte, Pitta Sthanagade Kabe. And it specifically also mentioned that Urdha Bhaga Raktapittam. Urdhagada Raktapittam also Peya is contraindicated. So here, as the dosha is Pitta Kabha in association and it is Urdhagada Raktapitta, Peya is contraindicated. So here, you have to give Tarpana to the patient. Okay, I think it's clear now. Okay, if the patient is Balavan, then you can go for Shodhana, and that Shodhana is Virejana, and after Virejana Krama, you have to do Tarpana. And what will happen if Nidana is Abhadarpana Janya or patient is Abhalan? What will happen if the patient is Abhalan? Then you have to do Shamana. Not only if the not only due because that patient is Abalavan, even after doing Shodhana, you have to do Shamana therapy. Right? Even after doing Shodhana, you have to do Shamana therapy. If the patient is contraindicated for Shodhana also, you have to do Shamana. Okay, so which Shamana? Here, already we discussed in the prognosis, you have to use Tikta Kashaya Rasa drugs. Okay, Tikta Kashaya Rasa drugs, and especially Acharya mentioned that, which one is mentioned here? Nishundi Shadangodagam. We already studied in Jwara Chikitsa the Shadangam, right? That is Shida Toyam. Shadangam is mentioned. So from that Shadangam, from that 6 drugs, Shida Toya, you have to remove Shundi. That is Nishundi. You have to remove the Shundi. Okay, so that is mentioned here. You can study the sloga, but ensure that you know the concept very well. Okay, so this is the concept behind here. This is Urdha Bhagagada Raktapita and associated dosha is Kaba. And if the patient is Balavan, you can go for Shodhana, and that Shodhana is Virejana. And after Virejana, you have to give Tarpana, not Peyadikrama. Okay, and after doing Shodhana, or if the patient is contraindicated to Shodhana, then you can go for Shamana, and that particular context you can use Tikta Kashaya drugs. Okay, next moving to the Adhobhagagada Rektapitam, and you know that the associated dosha, Anubandha dosha is Vada. We already know that in Adhobhagagadam, which one is the main treatment that we mentioned in Adhobhagam? That is Vamanam, right? So if the patient is Balavan and if the disease is Sandarpanojanya, then you can go for Shodhana, that is Vamana. And after Vamana, you can do Peyadikrama. Okay, after Vamana, you can give Peyadi. Okay, and what will happen if the patient is Abhalavan or Nidana is Abhadarpanajanya? What will happen? You can't do Shodhana, or after Shodhana also you have to do Shamanas. Here you have to use Madhura drugs. Okay, so this is the treatment principle in Rektabita. Okay, either you can study the sloga, or um, you have to remember all those concepts, all these concepts. Okay, and other topics in Rektapitas are like Nasagada Rektapita Chikitsa. In Nasagada Rektapita also you can do Stambana initially if the patient has Bala. Okay, and there are so many drugs are mentioned, like Kevalam Jalam is mentioned, or Durvasvarasa is mentioned. So you can study the sloga or pick up for example to write in the examination. And Gudamarga Rektapita Chikitsa is also an Adhomarga Rektapita, but in Gudamarga especially, Rektadisara treatment or Durnama, that is Arshas treatment is mentioned. You can do the treatment principles of Rektadisara and Durnama here, and also Rektavasti is mentioned in Gudamarga. And Vadapraruha, etc. are mentioned here. And in Mutramarga Rektapita, 4 types of Parninis, that Prishnabarni, Shalibarni, etc. are mentioned in Mutramarga, and Abhiru, Gokshira, etc. are mentioned. Okay, so that is about the Mutramarga, Gudamarga, and Nasagada Rektapita, Ashya Gada Rektapita Chikitsa. Okay, And Kshara Prayoga is mentioned in Raktapita. As we know that the Kshara is contraindicated in Raktapita. Or we can say that in Nidhana, Kshara is mentioned. So Kshara is the cause for Raktapita. Then why Kshara is using in Raktapita is that whenever there is Gredida Kaba is present in the Kanda Marga, you can go for Kshara Prayoga. Utpalaksharam, Palashaksharam are the examples. Okay, I think it's clear now. And next one is Kshira Prayogam. Okay, Kshira Prayogam, after doing so many treatments and all, but Raktapita is not subsided. So it indicating that Kaba in Ekshaya Avastha, but Vada is aggravated condition. Vada is aggravated, then you can go for Kshira Prayoga. Ajaksharam and all are mentioned here. So this is about the Kshara and Kshira Prayoga and Raktapita. So we can conclude our session.